a research and development process which has been supported by Arts Council of Wales, by Croy Cymru and also by the Riverfront here, and we've been exploring a story. So what we're on is a journey to make a piece of opera for young people, and we wanted to start that process of making that piece of opera with young people, because we really firmly believe that if we found a story that these young people had written with us, then it would be a story that they would love to hear. So I brought in composer Stephen Deasley and writer Martin Riley and mezzo-soprano Pip Reeves and Connell on piano here, who's joined us as well this week. And we've been spending the whole week having far too much fun with all these fantastic young people finding a story. And when we started our hunt for the story, we started with a lot of questions. We started thinking about the kinds of characters that we might find in a story. And we started with looking at what kind of characters did we have in our story song? What kind of characters have we got? A what? A king, that's right. Any other characters? Yeah? A little girl, that's right. Guards we might have.
Princess.
A princess, we might have a princess. Any other ideas? A man, yeah. Lots of people, lots of different people. That's right. So all kinds of different characters we're going to have in our story, aren't we? And we're going to start off by singing you a little song that we learned, which just asks some questions. And while you hear the questions in this song, you might want to think about some of the answers that you might have to some of those questions. And they're not going to be the same answers that we had, because everybody's got different answers to these questions. So let's get into our song lines, ladies and gents. And we're going to sing our first song.
Ready? Yes. So we learned this song last week. We used this song, as Rianne said, to provoke some ideas about some characters and who they might be, and what they might be doing, and where they might be going. And it sounds a bit like this.
Something scary, very near. Why does one rise in here? all about? Who are these characters? And as we're singing about them, you will have had your own thoughts, you know? Even though we don't know who they are. You know? Someone broken-hearted, why are they broken-hearted? You've been answering the questions in your own heads, weren't you? Weren't you? and that's what happened with you, wasn't it? We asked all these questions, and these children that you see before you went away to think about them and start to answer them, and came up with some of the characters. You heard them talking about the king, the princess, all sorts of people. And we just took their answers and started to build a story. I think it's only fair, you know, since they've joined us, that I actually ask you, someone sitting broken-hearted, you heard us singing, who might it be? What would your answer be? Anyone?
Jilted lover.
A jilted lover, yeah? Someone, do you mean someone who's been thrown, dumped by someone they loved, and are sitting there on their own, going, oh, don't know what I ever saw in you. You know, that sort of thing. Anyone got a different answer to that? That's
grief. Somebody in grief.
Lost
Yeah.
someone who's died. Who might they be?
Child.
A child lost. Hey, think of that. What do you think of that? She's close, isn't she? Yeah.
I really good at my job.
You're close. You're close. Do you know, I think there is a sort of lost lover in it somewhere, isn't there, that we found? There's certainly someone, yeah, there. It's very interesting. So, you've all been thinking answers. This is the answer that we found. Okay, so here we go. Once upon a time when the roads were made of dust. Many, many hundreds of years when the roads are made of dust. I want to take you back to a market in the time of dust. But could you make me a market? They're good at this sort of thing. Market. Whoa! Market. Hey, what are you selling?
Where's broccoli from Brazil?
Broccoli. You can always get broccoli. Where's it from, did you say?
Brazil.
Broccoli from Brazil. That's important. What are you selling here?
Egyptian crystals.
Egyptian crystals. What else?
Jewelry.
Jewelry. What's your job?
To count how many of them?
Oh, yeah, he's just keeping an eye on the project. What are you doing over here? Sweeties. Yeah, what kind of sweets?
Toffee bonbons.
Toffee bonbons. What you got for sale here? What? Shoes. Anyone want a nice pair of shoes? Okay. The roads are made of dust. Don't know what shoes are made of. What are shoes made of? Leather. I should have known that. What do you guys do? Weapons. Just in case any trouble. What kind of weapons you got? Oh, yeah. Okay. Fine. It's that sort of time when there are swords. And don't forget, you can always get your broccoli. And so, I think what we need is some people to go and check out the market. Come on, get out there and see what you want to buy. If you want to sweet, go out and look for something in the market. Off you go, sir. See what you can buy over there. Check out the weapons. I think you look like a man who needs protection. Yeah, have a little look in the market. So the best way to find out how we work is actually to join in, and then you can see how it goes. So we're in the market. We're in the market one day. And all this. No, stay where you are. I like you. And it's all carrying on. And into the market comes a nurse. Where's my nurse? Nurse. Excuse me. That's not the nurse. Oh, that's the little child. And they come into the market. Come along. Hey, what are you interested in today, nurse?
Egyptian.
Yeah, do you see what it's typical, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? And she starts checking out the jewellery. You can see that it's all going. Everyone starts having a little look. But if you were about this little child here, would you be interested in jewellery so much? No. Where would you go? Which store? Sweeties. And she heads off to the sweeties. Come here, quick. And these guys have already stuffed themselves full of toffees. So it's a bit of a sad day at the toffee store. What's going on here? Let's have a little listen. What are you buying? Strawberries. Are they got fruit, or are they like strawberry sweets?
Strawberry sweet.
Strawberries. I didn't know that till just now. Yeah. But she's only got a little bit of money, and she can't get all the sweets she wants, and she's getting a bit upset. And when you get upset, what do? Cry. Oh, there's a bit of crying going on here. Now, just hold it there. Pay attention, right? So, in that day, there's another person in the market. There is a young man. Where's my young man? Where is he? Who did it this morning? I'm fine. Anybody? Come on, man. Come on. You'll do. Here's a young man, and he's coming to market, and you're feeling a bit fed up, aren't you? Why?
Because I've been getting in trouble with my wife.
Get any trouble with his wife? Oh, go on, what's she saying now?
She just said that she didn't have a child.
Yeah, that's not your fault, is it?
No, it's not.
No, why did she send you out with a flea in your ear this morning then?
Yeah.
Oh, you just come to market to get away. Yeah. They live a long way away, miles away in the middle of the woods, kind of reclusive a bit, do you know what I mean? But he'll go anywhere to get away, you know, again in his ear. It's not, he comes along to the market, and he comes along to market, and do you remember what was happening with that little girl? Who can remember? She's crying, and you hear, it's a poor little girl crying over there. Do you know, what do you think? She doesn't seem to have any parents with her or anything.
I think she has family.
You don't think she's got a family? Do you think that's why she's so lonely? So, does she need a family?
Yeah.
Do you need a daughter? Don't look at him like that. It's a child. She's been maltreated. She must be, or she wouldn't be crying. I think you could solve the problem there, couldn't you? Should we just watch and see what happens? Whoa! Off she goes. Oh my goodness gracious me. And off that child goes. And nursey. Excuse me, are you not on the... Don't ask me, ask them! Somebody that's panicking the market! He's trying to find the girl!
Where is she?
She went with a young man.
What man? She was supposed to be here with me. Where is she gone?
Oh, panic.
She went with a
She's not just any young girl, she's the princess.
What? Quick, find her!
The king's got on my head for this.
She races round the market.
Have you seen
She asks everyone who was there that day. They're all panic. Oh, they're trying to sell her broccoli. All you guys think about is money. What? What? Yeah, panic. Any of you guys see what happened? You always meet one like this, do you know what I mean? You just don't want to get in trouble, do you? Do you know what I mean? Just if I open my mouth, I'll be...
The king's going to have my
There's
head.
no answer for it. She has to come to the bodyguard, yes?
There's been a little incident.
Oh, that's good. What would that be?
Well, I was in the market with the princess looking after her, you know, like I should do, but she'd somehow slipped away from my hand and she's been taken.
The prince's daughter.
Yes.
Who are you people? Listen up to me! The prince's daughter! Only daughters are missing in this market! Who stole her? You! You! Where is she? Who saw... What? I don't... Wait a minute. I don't want one free. What happened here at the door? What did you see?
The nurse came here to buy some jewelry.
Oh, did she?
But I was holding on to her hand the whole time.
You signed her death warrant! And if you don't produce that child now, this market is closed! This market is closed! And the market was closed. Well, there you go. That's enough of a story, really, isn't it? So you're wondering what happened to the little girl. So she goes off and he brings her home to his wife. She does look a bit like her, and so I found this poor child obviously maltreated, wasn't she? Yeah, neglected, picked her up in the market, and we're going to give her a good home. She needs a good home, and we're going to look after and love her. And do you think they did? Did they love her and look after her? Yeah, these are a bit suspicious of the whole thing. What do you say? Yeah. See, surprise, surprise, yeah? So they love her and look after her. And each year, they think that, should we test them out? Each year, they think there's something they need to do. What is it? They think they need to do. Each year, they think about it, and then they think they'll do it next year. On her birthday, what do they think? Find out. They have no idea when her birthday is. And, oh, that's a good point. What do they do for her birthday?
Every year they say, oh, let's tell her the truth, like when she's old.
We'll tell her when she's old enough. Oh, tell her what?
That they're not the real
Oh. So, and what do you think they do about birthdays? Do they make... No one's ever asked that question until now. What do they do? Now, we're interrogating the story. We've got to make a decision. What do they do? Because they don't know her birthday. So how do they do a birthday for her? What do they do? I don't know, yeah?
They celebrate celebrated when they found her.
Ah, they make that her birthday. Okay, that's what they do. That's in the story now. So this is how we put the story together. This is how we're doing it all the time. So they celebrate, that's now part of the story. Is that all right? Thank you so much. So they celebrate every, but each year on that day, they have this big thing that you just said, we'll tell her today. No, we won't. We'll tell her next year on her birthday. And this goes on and on and on until 16, till her 16th birthday. And on her 16th birthday, she thinks, right, time to do the deed. You can imagine how this goes. Don't know how we're going to do this today. I think I do, actually. Okay, so are you all right for being mum?
Yeah, I mean, mum, that's fine.
She's the children's teacher, so she is kind of mum. And
We've got a girl here.
we've got a girl?
Yes.
Another girl being a girl? Okay. So I'm going to help mum. Rhiann's going to help the girl. Okay, so look, mum, and we're all going to help you. We're all going to help her, right?
Okay.
So, right, it's the big bit. She can't put it off any longer. She's 16. She needs to tell her, do you know what I mean? In fact, it doesn't look like her mum and dad. It's for a start off, yeah? So she's got to say something to her. Now's the time to say it. Who thinks here they might have the right words to help her? What would be the first words you would use in this situation? What?
Sorry.
Look, before we start, sorry.
Yeah.
Like before she even said anything. I'm sorry to tell you. Sorry, we love you. We've got some news for you, yeah? We've got some good news for you. You're so hopeful. Right, I've just got that. Sorry, we've got something to tell you. We've got some news for you. Good news. Good luck with that. And the rest of it, I would go your own way. Okay, let's find out how it goes.
Happy birthday, sweetheart. 16. I can't believe it. You look so grown up. You had a nice day?
Yeah.
Great. Listen, your father's gone out. He wanted me to have a little chat with you. You know, we've got something to tell you. I've been meaning to tell you it for years, but it's just been so hard, and I didn't know. Every year I've been saying I'll do it the next year, but we love you, okay? We love you. But we've got a bit of news. You're not really our daughter. You see, before you say anything, we found you. Your father found you in the market, okay? And you were crying and screaming, and you know it was obvious that the people weren't looking after you, okay? And your father and I, we couldn't have children, so we just brought you home and looked after you because you needed it.
Wow. How do you feel about that? Was it You're shocked? Oh my gosh. So what do you want to ask her?
Do you know who my true parents are?
Okay.
No, but they obviously didn't love you as much as we did because they left you alone in the marketplace.
You were
No,
crying.
no, no. You were crying.
You
They
were
obviously
upset.
weren't looking after
I don't
you.
know who your parents are.
Why didn't you not like put flyers up so anybody that recognises you?
Good question.
That is a good
Very
question.
good.
Well, the thing is, we live a long way.
Yeah, a really long way away
from
from
anywhere.
where you are, and you know we really thought that we were doing the best thing for you. You know
Yeah.
what strange person would leave their child alone in the market? We didn't want to put you back with those people.
So they must have something. Then. What could you ask them then?
Do you have a coin? That.
Oh, the coin. Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that. Yeah. Yeah.
There is a coin. We did
Yeah,
find you with a coin in your
I
hand.
know that, and we were going to get it made into a sort of necklace and thing, you know, but we never got round to it. And this was like in your hand like that, yeah? I think she might have stolen it, I don't know. You know, you only
We may
live
have stolen it. We don't know. You know,
and
you were
this is all we
round
had.
the
It's
shops.
got nothing on it, it's just a sort of picture. Anyway,
Do you want it? So what are you going to do now?
I'm gonna leave the end.
what?
No, you can't go.
We love you.
Yeah, but you don't know who my true parents is, so I'm gonna.
Well, we are your
But we
parents.
looked after you. We brought you up.
But you're not my good person.
But don't you care about us?
I do truly, but I have no choice but to follow my true parents.
Well,
Sorry, Mum and Dad.
Oh,
Sorry,
no.
sorry, no choice, Mum and Dad. Sorry about that.
It's your fault.
So,
And, oh man. We find out something, you know, we find out something every time we work through this, we find out something, you know, I heard those words the first time, I've got no choices. Okay, get a picture. Right, so off she goes, and she goes searching, but all she's got, all you've got is that coin, isn't it? And it's got nothing on it, it's got no country or anything, it's just got a picture of a, what? Got a picture of a bird on it, you know, it doesn't mean anything at all. And she goes round on her way asking everyone, do you know what it is? But of course, she never gets a yes. She gets lots of different things. Do you know what I mean? Like, is it some kind of trick? You know, are you a beggar? You know what I mean? All kinds of suspicious things. Yeah, try some of these guys. You know? 50 different ways of saying no. Let's try it. Go on. Yeah, this is like the people you meet on the way into Newport. Yeah, go on, try this gentleman. He's intelligent. Yeah. Okay, it was always some clever bloke, you know, gives her a quid for it, but she won't let go of it, no. And she walks on, and the little food that she has with her, which is only a bit of what? I don't know. Bread, cheese, bread, okay. She got bread and she eats it. And she walks and walks and she gets no answer to a question until she finds herself, you know, if you keep walking, where do you get to? If you keep walking in this country, where eventually do you get to? Thank you very much. So she gets to the edge of the land, which is what the sea is, and looks over the cliff, and all she's got left, what have you got left?
Meat and bread and a bit of cheese.
Bread and a bit of cheese. And she's had no answer. She's left her true parents behind. Sorry, she's left her adopted parents. Well, she didn't adopt them. And she hasn't found her real parents, and it feels like she's come to the edge of everything and the end of everything. And do you know what it's like? At this moment, she starts to think, do you know, I wish what? Wish I knew. And the other thing she thinks is, maybe I wish they'd never told her. Yeah? And then at least I won't be in this position. And there on the edge, she sings, and this is a song written by a group of children. Who are the people who made up this song are standing on the edge? Some of them aren't here, some of them are here. And so I've gone off on a trip. But these are, if we're going to sing it,
We're going to sing it. She's going to stay with
on
me.
the edge, she's going to stay with you, and you're going to be our alter operatic ego. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I could feel the sea with the tears that flow from my eyes. How I wish they had left me to live in a How could they do such a thing? To steal me and hide me away? To let me call them father and mother and never tell me the truth until this day? I could feel the sea with my tears, with the tears that flow from my eyes. How I wish they had left me to live in This could be my last meal. If I had one wish, it would be to see my true parents again before I die. But how would I know them? And how would they recognize me? I could feel the sea, feel the I can't go on anymore. My heart aches with sorrow and shame. I try to remember my family, their faces. I try and I try, but I don't even know my name. I don't even know my name.
And there she is, I'm thinking this is the end of it all. And just as she's thinking this really is the end, yeah? You heard something, didn't you? What was it? A groan. A groan from the ditch behind her. A groan! Sounds a bit scary, let's run away. No, wait a minute. Then she hears a word.
Help.
Help. So what are you going to do when you do? If you have a problem, someone shouting help from the ditch, could be a trick, could be a trap, you're going to help them or not? Oh, okay, fair enough. And off she goes for the ditch, and there, lying in the ditch, is a young man. He's really hurt. Hurt? Hurt? You hurt? Show us hurt. Okay, she's hurt. And she helps him to his feet, helps him out of the ditch. She brings him to the cliff edge by the sea, and she sits him down, and she, what do? You clean with the cloth, go on then. It's a bit dirty. Tends his wounds, looks after him. Are you hungry?
Yeah.
You think, that's the bread, and she shares it with him, yeah? And she asks him how he came to be in that ditch. And he tells her his story. Hey. So, how did you end up in this ditch? What happened? What caused all this in the first place?
I was stealing bread from my family.
Stealing bread?
Yeah.
You're a thief?
Because my family was starving, and I had to steal bread. Then I got caught. Then I got into slavery by the king.
The king? What's it like in your land? What's this king like?
Horrible, selfish.
Mean, greedy, poor little child. You stole bread, and he made you a slave in his war galleys.
Yeah.
This is a king that only cares about fighting wars and you. Well, how does he treat his people?
Poor.
His people are poor, and you tell me anything else about him? This king? What do they call him?
Tyrant.
A tyrant king. And he sends him off to the galleys just for stealing bread for his family who are starving, where you work quite hard, don't you?
Yeah.
I think we better show them. Let's have a galley. So here we are, in the war galley, and all of you have committed terrible crimes, like this young man here, stealing bread, and that's why you're having to work in the war galleys, and that's why you're chained up, and that's why you're going to have to row! Right, rest for a moment. That day the young man had really had enough. What was going through the young man's mind that day? What? He's starving hungry himself. He's fed his family and now he's starving. What's that? Yeah? Feeling sad, feeling about his family, worried about his family, how they're going to be at home, yeah? Thinking about a girl you left behind, yeah, okay, happy now? And what else is going through his mind about that day? Anything else? Yeah? Say those words again. He can't take it anymore. This is the end for him. If he can just get away, he will. But for now, he's chained up and all he can do is row! Look out! Warship! Arrows down! The arrows of death rain down on the ship. Who will get the arrow? The spirit of death walks among them! Someone's dead. I told you to keep your heads down. Now look what's happened. I could have been any of us. Right, get these chains cut. We need to throw the body overboard. So much trash and the same will have to... Hey! He's escaped! Boat crew! After him! Kill him! And then come back! They find the young man who's got to the shore. I don't think your heart's really in this thing. And they row back. Guys, where are you going?
Back to ship.
Back to the ship. Back to the ship?
Yeah.
Yeah? To be chained up again?
No.
Oh no. Okay. Hey, no! Those guys have escaped! To your oars, row! Faster, you lot! He's escaped! He's escaped! I went the right way, you fool! And when we find them, I'm gonna kill them! That's what happened. Back to your stories, guys. So the young man, where is he? Where's the young man? Tells her this story. Yeah? Quite a story, isn't it? Yeah. And she tells him her story, which we aren't going to because you know it, don't you? Yeah. And he's really curious and he says, well, what do you ask to see? What do you want to have a look at?
Show me the coin.
Oh. And he looks at that coin and, well, let's find out what he says.
I think I know this coin. Where is it from? It's from my city. Can you please take that?
So what's going on? What are you going to do?
Take it to the city.
Wow. Back to the city to see your parents? You're going to have to be careful, aren't you? Why?
But there's got people guards.
Yeah, the guards. And what happened to you last time you were in the city? Yeah, you following this? Yeah? Got being up, got put into slavery, yeah? Feel a bit dodgy. Are you prepared to go with him?
Yeah.
Not known him very long, have you? Trust him?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. What do you think? Okay or not okay? Yeah, kind of hard times. Were you with it? Yeah, okay. Yeah, you've got a lot of support here, which is good. Okay, so off the travel, another bit of travelling here, and on the way I don't know, on the way what? We've never really asked this question. On the way what? The war. Yeah, anything else do you know about the way? On the way to the city? Yeah? They got what? They got lost. They got lost. That's good. They got lost. But eventually they arrive at the city walls. And when they arrive at the city walls, they have to get into the city.
But
and
meanwhile, we want to hear from the people in the city first, don't we? We want to hear what's been happening at the city.
Do we? Okay, yeah, we do. Hey, guys. On your feet. Quick question. What's been going on in the city? What's been happening? What's the king been doing, yeah? Building the dam. What was the point of the dam? Stop everybody from getting water. So the king's making this dam. He's damming all the water up in their country. Countries downriver are not going to get any water. How do they feel about this? Bad, yeah. Are they likely to declare war on him, do you think? Oh, yeah. Does he care? No, it's all part of the master plan, right. So, okay. So he's just going to fight this war. They're going to build the dam and...
we want to sing about it, so here we go. Stay there. So hands up if you wrote the song In This Land. So some of our lyric writers are here and this is their song, so let's have it.
Precious land.
about me?
He makes our land a slaughterhouse. We go hungry, but his happy feast. The king has no respect for us. He brings us rest and early peace. When it's time to pray to God, he makes us pray to him instead. This country is a hell on earth. We are the living walking dead.
People, why should we suffer this king to treat us so badly? Rise up, my people and me! Sorry about that, just getting your notes. And okay, so they arrive at the city, missed what state the city was in, they're all building the dam, they're on the verge of war, the armies are being fed and watered, but not the people. They're planning a revolution by the sound of it. And in they come to the city. I'm going to cut through this bit quite quick, because we need to get finished, we need to get to the nub of this tale before our seats become glued. They get through the gatekeepers, even though it's 3 o'clock in the morning, yeah? They get through the lazy tower guard, who only want to play cards anyway. They get through the deciders, hands up the deciders, yeah? And they pass her on to the one woman who makes all the decisions around here, the boss. And the boss says, could you come here and just tell them what the boss says, because you are the boss. Go.
They can stay here for only one night, but if they steal, then they can't come here again.
So I think it's fair? Fair. Thank you. A round of applause to the boss. You've got to have a boss. Someone's got to make decisions around here. So here are a family. Yeah, family. Sitting here. They're having the evening meal, and every time they have the evening meal and they eat their bread, where's the rest of the family? Come here. Come here, move it. Sit with the family. Family. Every time you sit and have your bread, what do you think of?
Him.
Him, yeah, you would, wouldn't you? Do you know what I mean? He stole the bread, and now every time they eat the bread, they think, where's my boy? Yeah, your son, where is he? You know where he is, don't you? Where is he?
In the boat.
Yeah, in the boats, working and slaving away, and they remember him. But this one night, where is he? Where's the son? Come here. Stand up. This one night, as they're eating their bread, oh, you ready for this? It's a big moment. It's extraordinary, because this time when they're thinking about it, he actually arrives and comes through the door. Whoa! Extraordinary. Yeah, that's the sort of question your dad always says, isn't it? Yeah, well, of course he's hungry. And he starts to eat the food, and he tells them, so he introduces the person he's with.
She helped me out with it.
Yeah. Yeah, friend, and tells them the whole story, and they tell him about their plans.
We have a plan. And we're going to break it down, and then the water will be back to all the villages. Are you sure? Yeah, that's crazy. The thing will kill you. So at least the villages have water there. So it could be impossible. Because everyone has eyes on the dam. But we're going to make other people help us, because I'm pretty sure people who are working on the dam don't have territory that the guards were out on the yeah, the guards aren't really there, and this slave is just working with the guards up there. I might help.
Whoa, that's pretty noble of you, considering everything you've been through. Yeah, but he's going to help them break the dam. It'll feed the water to the people downstream. It'll stop the war. Yeah, it'll ruin the king's plans. It's very, very dangerous. And off he goes with them. But before they go, she asks them a question about why the king is like that.
Why is the king so mean to all the people?
When everybody was in the market and a nurse and his daughter were in the market, and she went off to buy sweets while the nurse was buying jewelry, and then somebody took her away, and then the king's wife died of grief.
Oh, that's the penny drop. And that as they walk off, she doesn't say a word, and they walk off towards the dam to do the deed, leaving you on your own. What thoughts are passing through your head having heard that story? You say it really loud to everyone.
That's my father.
What do you reckon, eh? You look for your father and you find him, he's a tyrant king, you know? So, what are you going to do? You're not. Going to the palace? Don't you know what he's like?
Yeah, but I just need
Well, what good would it do? Your friend's gone off with his family now to break that dam. What's going to happen to them? Can you do anything about this if you talk to your father?
Yeah, trying to get water to
Yeah. What do you think will happen when she sees you? You might think she's lying. She's not his daughter. Anything else? What do you think will happen when she sees you? Yeah?
She might get her head chopped off.
She might get her head chopped off. No, the way he is. Yeah. Anybody else got any idea? Guys?
She might look like her mum.
She might look like a mum. That's good. He's going to want some sort of proof. I wonder how it's going to go. Do you want to see how it's going to go?
Yeah.
I think we do. Right. Okay. Right. Where's that king we had yesterday? Change of role. It all happens all the time around here. You okay about being the king? Okay about being the daughter? I'm okay about just seeing what happens.
Why are you here for? I'm here because I'm the daughter. Nonsense. I got proof. Show me. He gave you this coin. Nothing. It does. Look on the date. That's when my daughter was. Yeah, so I'm your daughter. No. Not enough proof. When I was lost, I remember a nurse was looking after me. She was too interested in jewelry, and then after I went off crossing the streets, but I didn't have enough money, so I cried. And a young man picked her.
Your Majesty, Your Majesty. But we've had these girls, we've had lots of these girls coming here, one every year claiming to be your daughter. Yes? And what makes this one any different?
She got proof.
Yeah, but what proof has she got?
She got the coin that eventually was.
Yeah, but she could get hold of a coin from anywhere. It's not enough, is it? It's a problem. It's a problem. What can she think? What can she think of? Just thinking back all the time to the time. Where did you get the coin? Who gave you the coin? Gave you the coin. And when he gave you the coin, was there something special that was going on?
He said, whenever you need this, you have to keep hold of it.
Keep hold of this. She remembers the exact words. And we were thinking it was kind of maybe a little song. Do you know, like little games that you play with children, you know? Here's a penny, spend it quick, you know? Buy some sweets, but don't be sick. You know what I mean? Some little kind of game that they sort of play together. We're just on the verge of thinking. We haven't got that far, have we? We were trying to think what the words of that little game that they used to play were. We haven't got them, had we yet? No. We got a note. Just a little think in your mind. Just quickly, little think in your mind. What are those words? Who's got one little thing that they might say, one sentence or one word that we can steal from you? As he gives her the coin that she can remember he said. One line? Anyone here got a line? The king's giving her the coin and he says, "My little princess, keep this forever." It's that easy. "My little princess, keep this forever. Don't go buying sweets." Whatever he says. And he gives her that coin. And when she says those words, the king remembers those words. He remembers those words, and for the first time he remembers, and for the first time he does something he hasn't done before. What does he do? He cries. He cries, and the dam that he's built around his heart bursts. And he cries, and he weeps, and he grieves for his wife, and he has his daughter back again. And at that moment, he decides that maybe things are going to be different. Yeah, things are going to be different for the future. The dam around his heart is broken, and maybe the dam that he's built to keep the waters will break as well. And that's as far as we got, isn't it? With exploring this story. As far as we got. We had a few days, but this is their story. And
Do you want to get into your song lines and take a bow?
take a bow.
Oh, let's get into the song lines. That was our story, ladies.